So, I guess we'll go ahead and start. Remind me who you are, Ganbaru. Or Gambaru. Was it Gambaru?
Yeah, Gombaru, the Unyielding. He
Yes.
is the rhinoceros bounty hunter.
Completely original character. That's right.
Completely original. I did not know the existence of an actual canon one until later.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
I
Genosuke
was just
is
like,
phenomenal.
oh, this has like initiative and righteousness. This is perfect for what I want.
Yeah, you've probably seen the artwork. Genosuke. Or I'm not Genosuke the bounty hunter. Who also is a riff on Senjuro. But okay, cool. Next, we also have Suzumi or Suzume.
Yes.
And what are you again?
Fox Street Entertainer.
Original character, do not steal.
Of course.
Okay, and you did your upgrade. So, and Arcloid, you're playing Kazumi today.
Yes. Kazumi is a jumpy rat ninja.
Yeah. Well, what's your cover story?
I've changed it to he's now a street acrobat.
I'm a street. So, yeah, you hang out with Suzume. Hello, we are legitimate street entertainers. Observe as we don't kill anyone. Why'd you say you're not killing anyone? I don't know.
Because it's not happening yet.
It's not happening yet.
One should always be honored for telling the truth like that.
Yes, thank you for not killing us. The last street entertainers came through didn't make that promise. That was a bad day. And of course, Byaku.
Yes, Byaku, the cat, specifically White Tiger, Majutsushi.
Yes. Creepy wizard guy.
Should we be saying our motivations?
I forgot to say the motivation part, but yeah, if you want to tell us your motivation.
By the way, I'm no, it's not happening. Okay. Second, I was picking myself up through you, but that's gone now. Okay.
Okay, but yeah, you have the yeah. Do you have like a deep? Sorry, I forgot to ask. Do any of you have any deep, dark motivations that you want to reveal?
My wife and I were attacked by a tanuki one fateful night. My wife was murdered, and I barely escaped with my life thanks to the swift intervention of a traveling bonds. My wife's spirit left her body, became a wandering hitodama. I collected her spirit into a ceramic jug that I keep tied around my waist, and ever since then I have traveled to avenge my wife's murder and find a way to lay her soul to a peaceful rest. Along the way, her proximity to me seems to have unlocked some strange power within me, and has also made me a target for other yokai.
So let me understand. Let me see if I understand this. So you hear voices, and they tell you to do things, and one of the voices comes from a jug that you carry around.
In the voice of my wife, yes.
Okay. Well, oh, look at the time. I just remembered I have to go on a pilgrimage. I'm out of here.
People always say that to me.
I can't top that.
I like money. That's a good motivation.
I like money. Don't believe street entertainers when they say they don't want money. What they mean is they want more money.
You remember the arc of the two street entertainers that are trying to kill that noble guy?
Vaguely, yeah.
One of them is the brother of the dead sister.
Hey, we're planning on posting this later, so let's try to stay away from too many spoilers for Usagi.
I don't even remember what had happened. I keep reading the same stories, man.
Yes. Once again, this is based on Usagi Yojimbo, which is a comic book. I think it's awesome. Okay, just making some notes here. All right. When we last left our brave heroes, I wrote down the name. Yes, you were in Sumamachi Village, which is one on the 8 roads. And you thought you might, do your standard stuff here, but you got involved in a minor embarrassment because not Lord Yumemi, who is the guy? Well, the local lord was disgraced. I thought I wrote down his name. Oh yeah, sorry. The Mayor Miyata, actually. You found out that he had created he was a sword that he was supposed to receive. Everyone who was supposed to carry it got killed, and you guys recovered the sword and killed all the bandits.
Well, no. Remember, Shigetsu Kawahara got away with the sword because somebody made a deal with him.
Well, no, that's like Kawahara, who is the mayor's right-hand man. Asked you to give back the sword, and you did. But you did manage to save our poor star-crossed lovers here of Nishi and Umera, who are greatly indebted to you. So you all get positive karma for that. Make a note that you have positive karma.
The gods will
Writing
do
that
that
down
for me.
right now.
And who was it who killed Yamada? Gambaro. Didn't you kill Yamada all by yourself with no assistance from anyone else?
Yeah, yes, absolutely true. Nobody else was there, not at all.
Well, other people were there. He just suddenly died.
Yes, they were there to cheer on my victory single-handedly.
Oh no, he seems to have fallen on this unhafted blade. Now, the good news is you have recovered from all of your injuries, so remove all of your impairments.
I can remember what I learned in school again.
And I would suppose story, support, and setback points also reset, correct?
Yes, all of your points reset to 0. So you're
There
healed
we
of
go.
all injuries, but all of your points reset to 0. Right. Good news, Suzume, your wound healed without scarring.
That's
Or,
great.
Or actually, it's an anime scar where everybody talks about it and can see it, but we don't bother to draw it. So yes, peace was restored to Sumamachi Village. And so all of you thought you would get, going about your, I guess, you're busking for entertainment and thinking about the winds would take you when hanging around the tavern when one of the pages from the mayor's office is here to summon Gambaru and company. Which one of you is Gambaru?
That would be me. Or my name isn't Gambaru.
Oh, Gambaru. Yes, I have been sent by Lord Kawahara, who summons you.
Well, if he was looking to talk again, I suppose I should oblige.
Do you go in the front door, or do you go in the secret ninja route that you found the last time you were here? Through his
It would be
laughable
quite
security.
the power move, but I feel like I don't want to test him just yet.
The page you deliver the note also says, was this here that's supposed to be you and company? Is it just you, or is someone else traveling with you?
I'll just look over to everyone else who's happily drinking.
I suppose I will go.
All right. How about you, Kazumi?
I'll go.
All right. So all 4 of you go. As I described last time, what passes for this used to be like a fort town during the Warring States era. So what passes for the Lord's house is basically an armory with the stone armory with some wooden buildings built on the side of it. It looks nicer than the other houses, but did anybody actually take Urban Replay?
I was thinking heavily of it, and I didn't.
Okay, did anyone take Rural Replay? So you're a bunch of
that.
So you're just a bunch of uncultured bumpkins. Okay, so yeah.
Totally.
All right. So you've seen worse, but you've seen better. But yes, and sitting in the same position as Lord Yumemi was on his mat. Now it's Kawahara who's there with now he's the one taking tea from bowls and sitting there going, "Yeah, this is pretty sweet." Anyway, yes, I'm glad to see the smartest people I know. My humility would make me express gratitude for how you've done help, not just to us, but to the entire shogunate.
But I suppose you didn't bring us here just to congratulate us, did you?
No, we're men of action, unlike the previous administrator who lacked force and discipline. Have you guys finished preparing my iron fist? No, we've got this. It's a velvet fist. That's no good. What is this? Anyway, excuse my bad jokes here. But yes, seeing that all of us serve, the shogun and believe in duty above all things, it is a burden of my state that now that the sword has been recovered, it's come to my attention after reading a lot of the correspondence that Lord Umemi is wondering why it's never shown up. Now, normally this kind of task would fall to myself, but oh no, I'm burdened to having run the administration of state. But you serve the shogun, right?
That I do. I suppose it should continue on its journey, shouldn't it?
It should. So I'm going to charge you with the task of taking this weapon and delivering it to its location. Delivering it to Edo, capital of all of Tokugawa era Japan.
Could I do something while he's talking?
You went robot there. So what did you want to do while he was talking?
I'm sorry, am I going robot now?
You're good now.
Okay. I would like to try and read his mind.
Try to use sorcery in front of him.
Maho, yes.
It would have to be strong, because if it's weak, even a weak-minded person like himself would notice you're doing weird wizard crap.
I mean, I've read his mind before and he didn't notice, so I'm assuming I can do it again.
Well, just go ahead and roll. Don't make a weak roll. Notice you haven't got any story points yet, so...
Yes, and I am unpredictable.
All right.
That was a 13 Fitcha. Is that strong?
Oh my god.
I could
Yeah.
read the mind of a grand foe.
Yeah, wow, and no doubles. So, yes, you'll reach into his mind, all secrets laid bare. What a base and callous individual thinks of nothing but appetites. He will surely be doomed to this worldly place and reincarnate if he's not sent to Buddhist hell, which is a real place.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's actually an 11, but it's still strong.
All right. Laura, you peer deep into Lord Kawahara's soul. You can see that, yeah, he is a craven. On the one hand, he actually is inconvenient. You can sense there is some fear within him that he would be embarrassed if this doesn't get to where it is, and that he would have been the person tasked to do it. But unfortunately, he's the only, besides Ganbaru here, Kawahara is the only real, noble samurai left in town. Ganbaru here has the advantage that he is a masterless samurai cast about on the waves, a wave man, if you will.
Yes.
And so you think he sincerely wants the sword to show up, but he's also, trying to get you guys to do this for free, which is a great overreach of power.
Do I still get the strong sense of his propensity towards evil?
Yeah, but he's corrupt. So yeah.
Right. So he hasn't improved his ways, given that. By the way, I'm still hearing that Echo 3. I don't know what's going on there.
It might be my microphone. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, he if you want, did you want to tempt him to evil? I mean, he's really temptable.
No, I was just hoping that his improved position might have improved his disposition.
But he has apparently he did read some notes that says he was supposed to deliver it, and now it used to be, the previous guy's problem if it didn't get delivered. Now it's his problem if it doesn't get delivered. You can use this as negotiating leverage if you want to get concessions from him. I will give either you +1 forward in negotiation, or someone you tell about this +1 to negotiate, or +1 to rolls to convince him to give concessions.
I think I would lean over to Suzume and whisper this into her ear.
Creepy wizard guy's talking to you.
Oh dear. What am I gonna do with this information?
Well, did you want to pipe up and say that you guys should get paid or a retainer or something for doing this mission?
I Definitely.
Who is this who speaks out of turn? Who are you?
My lord, I am just a humble entertainer. But my worry is that the road to the capital is long and the journey is arduous, and our means are very limited. We might not be able to reach the capital without some help.
I thought Gumbaru was fearless, and his sword is untiring. Is this true? He says, turning to Gumbaru. Well, Suzume, why don't you? Do you have any skills that could help? You have like negotiation, right?
Negotiations and worldly.
Okay, go
Also
ahead.
bluffing replay.
Well, we'll roll first and then see if you have to lie. You may roll 2 dice and add your negotiation, and you get another +1 because you've been advised by a creepy wizard.
3 die.
Oh, 3 dice minus.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
special ability 3 dice minus 3. All right, show us the magic. Yeah, but that's still 8 plus like 3 bonuses of 11. He's like, well, yes, definitely. He'll like kind of like smile, and I guess he'll use like, you know, street entertainer honeyed words because you've been advised he has a propensity towards evil, so appealing to his pride and vanity. Yes, I am great. I suppose am I not, generous and humble? Very well, I shall pay each of you I shall advance some of you some money from the stores. So each of you have some money. I suppose it would be like, what's an auspicious number? 81's too much. I suppose everybody gets 18 Rio, but exact money isn't the big deal in this game. And I will send to you the most qualified my most qualified retainer.
You are indeed most generous, my lord.
It is only proper and just that this artifact be delivered to its place in Edo. And we do thank you for your assistance.
Yes, this is Koyama, a samurai of. Well, she has yet to be truly tested. I'm sure in the shadow of Gambaru, she will learn great amount of skills. I would say something more impressive, but I'm not that great of an orator. Yes, and this canine, one of those big league canine Sakai creatures, she'll come forward and kowtow, or do we say kowtow? I guess bow. To Gambaru. Yes, you may address me as Koyama.
Very well, Koyama. You will be accompanying us.
She looks nervous, like, so, yeah, Mr. Kahara, I really think, are you sure we can't just send a bunch of, with all due respect, these folks don't have a familiarity with you the way a lot of us do. I think this is probably a job better for, perhaps the provincials represent the village pride. Kara says, nonsense! You have nothing to be proud of. This place is a dump. The previous administrator was a fool, a charlatan, and a mountebank. All at the same time. You'll do well to listen to these 4 people. They're very worldly. Also, they have the steely-eyed looks of killers. Especially that one, he says, pointing at Byakuo.
Sorry, I'm probably looking over at Kiyama, wondering what she's thinking.
Look, Byakuo, over there, a spirit.
Yeah, the sooner all of you are out of my village and on this errand, the sooner my due diligence and responsibility has been done. I've paid all of you advance and sent you my most available retainer. This I trust this concludes our business, and you can start heading out immediately. And Kama says, "But it's the afternoon; the sun will be down." I said immediately.
Well, I suppose it's time to bow and say that we are.
Okay, unless there's an issue, I guess all of you will leave.
Indeed.
Okay. When you do you have any preparations you want to make before you leave the village?
Well, we are traveling down the road. I should perhaps ask what's the next village we're going to hit up and how far away it is down this road.
Well, Koyama says next stop is Kazashi Village, but that is not for quite a while. We're going to have to travel north through the mountain pass, and hopefully the mountain bridge is still standing.
And if it's not, is there another way around? Or would we have to start to climb?
Well, Japan is an island, so I suppose if we traveled in one direction long enough, we'd eventually reach the sea and could get a boat.
I see.
Plus, we could possibly climb over the mountains. It would be arduous, and some of us might perish on those high mountain peaks.
I take a look over at the small rat, the street entertainer, and the ostensibly crazy wizard, and go, well, you know what? Maybe the boat sounds very good.
This is why we know he's not Jen.
Well, we could head directly to the coast, but then we'd have to charter a boat. I'm not sure he really gave us enough money for that.
Well, we will eventually discover if the bridge is out or not, at which point we'll have to make that decision.
You are very wise, my lord, or sir. Sorry, I'm new at this.
It's alright. For the duration of the trip, you can call me Gambaru.
Yes. Actually, I think technically you're a senpai, but no, you're actually not. No, sorry, you're
I
not my
guess
training
I am
master.
the veteran samurai here compared to them, so I am taking on temporary teaching duties here.
Yeah, well, I'm armed with a katana, so I'm not really sure what you can teach me with the naginata, but
It's all the same. You just swing it. No.
well, Nishi Numera will come out to greet you and says, "Look, we made you these donuts. I'm sorry, I meant balls of rice. Don't know why I said donuts or hamburgers."
It's okay. They'll do us well on our trip to New York City.
I don't suppose there's anywhere where weapons could be bought, even those with an excuse that there are tools.
Well, there are places you can get tools. I say, making finger quotes, but yeah, this is Japan, so there's not a lot of like weapon shops.
I don't think so, of course.
What do you
There
specifically?
could be a local blacksmith at best.
I'm the only one who's seen the Lone Wolf and Cub movies, right? So, because there's one of the movies where, like, Lone Wolf the samurai goes to the local blacksmith and has him make a Gatling gun, yeah! Which he has his 9-year-old child use, because of course.
I was thinking either a Riki Gusari or a Jupte.
Okay. What skills do you have useful in hanging around criminals and weirdos? Define that.
Stalking.
Stalking would be finding somebody and then stealing it from them, which in theory could happen because there's police. You could also try to use negotiation to see if you could find someone who either has something like that or could make something like that.
I think I'll have to use negotiation.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I apologize. After you met with Kawahara and he gave you this task to deliver the sword, that was 1 plot point. So everyone gets a story point. Each of you has 1 story point.
All right. and I can or cannot add that to this roll.
Well, roll. No, it's a negotiation roll, so you add negotiation to it. Okay. You really don't find anyone. The best you can find are axes. People have axes and nunchucks.
Let me take a look at nunchucks real quick, though, because I think they are a ninja weapon.
They are specifically a ninja weapon because they're actually used for threshing rice.
Thresh rice with an axe?
No, nunchucks, the wooden.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about axes still.
Yeah, no, we also have axes because we cut down trees. Legally, I might add. Well, these are our trees. We can cut these down. I wouldn't think of cutting down trees that weren't on our property, and I would have to answer you anyway.
No, we'll take a nunchuck.
Okay. Normally, I might. It's like a weak roll, but on the other hand, it's like, yeah, here, take the. I got these nunchucks, but they're terrible. Notice how they're octagonal and have really sharp edges. They're terrible for thrashing rice. Plus, you could really hurt someone with these things.
Yeah, those don't look good for the services that you require, so here, let me take them off your hands.
There's only two kinds of people who buy our nunchucks, farmers and ninjas. Are you a farmer?
Yes.
Good enough for me. I did my due diligence. Here you go, stranger. So yes, Nishi and Yamera will say, oh, you're headed to the mountains. Well, I hope the bridge hasn't washed out. They really should do a better job of supporting that bridge. That is why they're supposed to collect tribute money for us. They're supposed to spend it on, infrastructure and that sort of thing, instead of whatever it is the corrupt magistrates do. It is so sad being a peasant in Tokugawa era Japan.
You've got quite the informed opinion.
We should improve society somewhat.
Heretical talk.
Before we go, can I buy some rope?
You succeed. In fact, Yumera will give you some rope.
Thank you.
Well, it seems like we're as well prepared as we're going to be to do a treacherous crossing over a bridge that could collapse at any second.
But before we go anywhere, I do want to give Koyama a brief, pass over in the mind, just to know that she's not up to any evil.
Okay, make a roll. You're about to find out if she's a weak, strong, or grand character.
Yes, unpredictably.
Unpredictably and with deeper knowledge.
That is a 9. Also, I'm going to pop a story point.
Really?
Because I have more use for support points than I do story points, so I'm going to pop them as fast as I can.
Also true.
So I am up to 12.
Koyama is an innocent soul. So when you peer into her very soul with the power of magic, yes, she is untried and untested. But yeah, apparently she has some sort of great regret in her past.
Huh. Can I push on that?
You can ask me one. Let's see. Yeah, you have a 12. You can ask me a question.
What is your great regret from the past?
Yes. So you do. Well, it's not. Let's see. What would her great regret be? Yeah, because you could read her thoughts about this. She's going, I can't believe I have to travel with these goofballs. Now, apparently, Koyama did something in her past that had her transfer. Had her previous lord moved her service to Lord Miata for something that she deeply regrets. So she must have done something that was so terrible, but so weird that she couldn't just be fired or ordered to commit suicide for it, but still was sent to this podunk town in the middle of nowhere.
And she's kept that so sequestered away in her mind that I can't tell what it is.
It's not. You can only basically read her surface thoughts. You can tell that she feels regret about it. You can also tell that she.
So it's something she regrets so much that she thinks about it every day. But
well, she's thinking about like this. I can't believe now I have to go get these podunk people. So it's a strong emotion. You can also tell that she has a strong soul, not a weak soul.
Sure. I mean, Kawahara had a strong soul too. So
I will give you +1 forward on a future roll to deal with her.
got it.
Okay. Yeah. So Kayama says, yeah, the sun is setting, and this is Japan. Suns are supposed to rise, not set. We should probably head out pretty soon.
I agree. Let's go down on the road and begin our journey. I have the sword in hand, I suppose, because it would be foolish for the Lord to have not given it to us.
Koyama's going to see the crappy, dangerous nunchucks that Kazumi got and like go, why would you? And look like, give a look of surprise and disappointment. It's like, wow, you're like the world's worst farmer. I can't think of any other reason why someone would have dangerous, sharp nunchucks like that.
I have a strong dislike towards unhulled rice.
Who doesn't? I also ate rice. Byaku goes, is that her regret? No.
What did she do to the rice?
Okay, you'll start walking down the road. It's Japan, so most of these are usually marked by standing stones, although I forget what they're called. Those little, like, shortly out of town, you'll see those little statues or like little, like, round bodies with a round head.
They have a little face on them. They have a little face on them because they stand to watch. They represent a spirit or something, and they stand to watch over an area. And you're supposed to like put stones in front of them and things.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those north of the town because this used to be a military strategic location. So I guess a bunch of people died. But those stones have been here for so long that the rain has like weathered them.
Huh.
So just something to look at. And then I guess you'll start walking down the road and you'll see like, standard sight in this era of Japan, guys and women in waist deep water threshing rice stop to look up at you. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave.
Nod.
Then go back to work.
At this time of night?
Well, you try to make as much progress as you can. It's a dirt road that isn't paved or anything like that and is deeply rutted. So it's not terrible, but do you walk at a leisurely pace or do you guys want to force yourself to go faster?
I'd say leisurely, unless somebody else has a pressing need.
I don't see a need to rush just yet.
Koyama looks like disappointed at you slowpokes, but doesn't say anything. Eventually, the sun sets, and like it's really too. You guys have been like partying this morning and walking all day, and it's really just too dark to travel. But fortunately, you guys can just stop by the side of the road.
Is it too dark to travel?
Well, traveling at night's dangerous. We could trip and fall. Do you still want to travel at night?
I mean, I could make it less dangerous or less dark.
Do you want to use Maho?
I don't see
we'll
why not.
We'll still need to sleep at some point.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's fair. I'm just asking. Do you guys want to continue?
Well, Gambaru, you're the ranking officer here.
Again, I see no need to rush just yet. We're on time, as we are.
Fair enough. You are a samurai, and I am but a simple commoner. I acquiesce to your orders, sir.
Okay, so you make a Koyama, who is a rural person, will make a fire. Does anyone want to do anything, or do you all just bed down?
I will tell my wife good night.
Yep. Koyama's too polite to say anything. Okay, as the darkness washes over you, I need everyone to make an initiative roll.
Oh yes,
That's
Oh boy.
unpredictable initiative.
2 dice plus your initiative.
It's a 10 strike you.
Pretty good.
I have Jumpy and +3 initiative, so that cancels out for my shittiest roll ever.
All right.
Sorry, that's wrong.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 dice. Okay. Well, the ninja and I mean, yeah, so you guys are kind of asleep. Whereas Byaku is like haunted.
By the flashback memories of my wife's murder by some insane
Oh,
creature.
my tragic backstory. I have 3 pages in which to put it out while everyone is asleep.
You know the camera has to pan on me, and I'm tossing and turning, and the audience member has to wonder if I'm going to smash that ceramic jug that my wife is in or not.
Yeah. Plus, also, we get to reuse that footage, the animation we had of, everyone being killed. We just put a blurry filter on it to try and hide that we're reusing animation styles.
Maybe grayscale it to make it a different color than the actual scene that we're watching.
Hey, what do you think this is, the 90s? We sepia tone it.
Look, man, I'm rewatching Lost. What do you want from me?
Okay, so the two of you, will, rather than have a watch schedule here, I think it's easier to assume you're all vigilant. But yeah, both Byaku and Gambaro, you guys will, kind of while you're lying down, you'll hear noises in the bushes in the uncut, trees by the side of the road, that sounds suspicious. The two of you give each other knowing looks. Do you want to do something about it? Do you want to wake up your friends? Do you want to summon holy spirits?
Yeah, I think rousing everyone else would probably be a good idea. So I'll start with Koyama and move around to everyone else.
Do you want to rouse them obviously or surreptitiously?
I'll do it surreptitiously. I'll touch their shoulder, gently shake them, put a finger up to my mouth, and go shh.
That's, instead of being automatic, that's going to be dicey. Why don't you make a righteous roll, which is the ability to make other people do what you want?
Oh boy. It's a 6.
Okay. While you're doing that, what's Byaku doing?
I guess I'm just going to be still on my back, just facing the bushes and watching.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and you rolled a good success earlier. You can go ahead and read the situation. Go ahead and make an initiative roll and add 1 because you're woke up and alert.
That's my unpredictable initiative.
Yeah.
It's an 11.
Okay, you can ask, I believe, 3 questions.
What's in the bushes?
There are 2 people watching you. They look like they're thieves, unknown, scruffy-looking. People kind of watch you from the bushes. They look like they're armed with swords. They're watching you from a distance. Got more questions?
My second question was going to be, what are they armed with? But you've answered that already. We can just say that was my second question.
Yeah. Well, I could also say what is this? Are they what kind of dangerous stuff? They're armed with swords. So what's your third question then?
Are they dressed in any particular manner?
They look like poor, scruffy thieves. They look dressed similarly to the gang that you guys got attacked by earlier, but it's kind of dark and it's kind of hard to tell. They also, another problem is this road is dangerous and ripe with thieves. But the problem is that when Gambaro wakes the other guys up, hey! They only rolled a 6, so the two, while you're watching them, Byaku, the 2 of them turn around and flee back into the deeper forest.
I'll shrug and I'll close my eyes. Go back to sleep.
Kiyama looks nervous. You guys you can just go back to sleep knowing there's thieves out there?
I'm eyes closed still. I'm just corner of my mouth. I've seen worse.
What, the other 3 just go back to sleep?
I don't think I've been woken up, so...
Oh, no, you have. You're all awake. My bad. Yeah, the rest of you only rolled 7s or better. Like these two woke up first. All of you are now awake.
Kazumi, if you could do the favor of taking a short watch here, in case they should come back soon.
Yes, I think
and
I
then
will.
wake me when you get too tired to continue our focus, and I will keep watch for the rest of the night.
Yes.
Is everyone okay with that?
Okay, yes.
I get to go back to sleep. What did they wake me up for in the first place? All right.
Well, in case they decide to come and murder us.
All right. You will roll over and go back to sleep. The rest of the night passes without incident. They do not obviously return.
All right.
Gambaru, you stayed up all night. Who else?
Like I said, I tried to share a shift with Kazumi.
Okay. I need the two of you to make righteousness rolls. Everyone else slept like babies. As righteous is also the stat of endurance.
Aha, 7.
Okay, yeah, the rest of you slept like babies, but Gambaru, you've been walking all day. Let's see. Gambaru, you're kind of exhausted from staying awake all night. I'm gonna go ahead and impair your schooling. So if anyone asks you to do math, you are kind of groggy and addled.
All right then.
But that's something you can like fix later. So
what's 14 times 17?
I'm not paid enough.
and you have to do that using Japanese math. I forgot what that's called. They have a special word for it.
Well, I mean, it's real simple if you carry an abacus around in your pocket.
Yeah, why aren't you carrying an abacus around?
Still, I imagine Gambaro's internal monologue right now is, alright, if I can just get through this day and nothing bad happens tomorrow night, everything will be fine.
Okay.
Everything was not fine.
You'll hit the road again. A lot of this area is kind of rocky and hasn't been reclaimed by farmland yet, so it's not that much to look at. But the mountains loom before you in that weird towering way that a lot of mountains in Japan loom because of all that volcanic activity. But as you get closer to the mountain pass, you'll get by the side of the road, and you can't help but notice that there's a fork in the road here, one of which goes to the foothills of the mountains, and the other one that starts leading up into the mountains.
I would like to try and find a stick.
You succeed.
All right. I throw the stick up in the air at the fork in the path.
Do you have the gift of luck?
I do not.
Yeah, you're not lucky because you're not a gambler. So the stick goes up in the air, and let's see. It lands towards the path of the forest, not the mountains.
I point towards the forest. I believe it's this way is the most provincial path.
Well, says Koyama, drumming her fingers on the hilt of her sword. Speaking as a non-inanimate object, the mountains are this way.
I can't help but notice that's correct.
I would side with the local.
I mean, I'm not saying anything because I'm probably just shrugging.
Yeah, I know. The innumerable spirits that follow around Byakuya says, no, make them believe. Make them go to the forest path.
Is it the good voices in my head or the bad voices in my head?
We're definitely the good voices.
I don't know, guys. I'm pretty sure that the Kami of the Wild says to go this way.
Don't you want to know true power? All right. So,
the Kami of the Wild is drunk on fallen fruits.
You'll start heading up into the mountains. Yeah, you'll start heading up the mountains, constantly vigilant for danger. Unless somebody has some sort of weirdo ability they have, I would suggest that you roll your initiative to read the situation that's in front of you.
Oh yes, my unpredictable initiative.
You shut up.
Wow, that's -8. So I've got
just, like, fall off the side of the mountain.
I've got a -6, which almost puts me into the.
The voices in your head.
I tried.
We're not listening to them.
They didn't want to go down the forest path. What am I gonna do?
Kazumi, you are the highest roller. And in that as you well, all right, so you will go up the mountain pass. Most of this is just annoying, where you guys are just walking on dirt. Possibly, I don't know if Suzume is the kind of person to entertain you singing a song or something like that. Are you that type of person, Suzume?
Well, given Byako's condition, I suppose that a little entertainment would be a good thing.
Is there a particular kind of story or song you would tell, like something polite, something bawdy, something, I don't know?
I feel like something body might be a good thing here.
Hey, do the one about where I killed the 12 guys again.
I was thinking more about a yo-yo and pineapple.
What was that second word?
Pineapple.
Okay, I thought that's what it was. I just didn't hear it.
Okay. Most of this is uneventful, except that Kazumi has this feeling that you're being watched. But you can't seem to prove anything until finally you get to, after traveling up the pass, there is this long wooden bridge. Not a it's got actual supports to it. So it is a wooden bridge, not a rope bridge, that bridges a gap in the mountain pass. Beneath you is a river, and over there is a really nice view of of a very pretty waterfall.
Guys, this is a perfect place for a fight.
Not only is it a perfect place for a fight, but who rolled like -6?
Yo.
Only one person is capable of that.
Okay.
Hey, I always like to hear only one person is capable of anything. Even if it's negative. Only one man could roll.
Okay, from higher up on the mountain behind you, as in like, forward, you guys are like basically on your side of the bridge. When you're looking around saying this looks like it's going to be a this looks kind of dangerous. When suddenly Byaku is shot at. Byaku, Kazumi, do you shout a warning to Byaku, or do you let him suffer, or do something else? Okay, so the last bit, these two guys pop up with short bows and they fire at Byaku. Byaku, I think your major defense is to dodge unless you want to unleash unworldly forces.
Actually, yeah, I want to unleash unworldly forces. It's my missed defense.
Okay, suddenly arrows come at you. I guess you summon wind to blow them away or something?
Yeah, some sort of circular air shield in front of me, as I've seen before.
All right, well, a group of people are shooting at you. Make a roll. A strong magic will keep you safe.
8. Is this considered utility, or is it considered other?
It's not a roll to hurt somebody else, so it's utility.
This is strong utility, then.
That's the good news. The bad news is you have rolled an event.
I have rolled an event.
So that means I can do something weird to you. So in other words, you said, arrows, whoosh, observe as I use wind to blow them away. Isn't this great? And then the wind just keeps blowing and blowing and and you suddenly stumble back and fall off the cliff, but grab the cliff at the last minute. So you're clinging to the edge of the cliff as winds keep blowing you away.
Guys, something unpredictable has happened.
I can hear his voice even now that he has fallen off the cliff to his death. Yes, his spirit will remain with us always.
Not dead yet!
Suzume also, well, I'm going to put everybody else in exposed here. Suzume, you rolled a 10 or better. Do you want to be obvious in the attack position so you can aid people, or do you want to run and hide, or do you want to start trying to cross the bridge? What does Suzume want to do?
I think that the best thing I can do right now is to help Biaka.
Okay, so you'll move over and help Biako. Do you want to use teamwork, or do you want to use something else to help him?
I don't think I have anything else useful.
I was going to ask, so did you bring like some sort of implement used for climbing?
Yes, but I don't think it's, I mean, do I just throw him one end of the rope hope that it...
Yeah, you could throw him like an end of the rope and say, here, grab onto this and I'll help pull you up. I mean, that's what I would think you would do. Unless you want to do something else.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, Suzumi says, don't worry, and I'm going to give you a +1 because you thought to bring this rope earlier. Why don't you make a teamwork roll? It will be a strong roll to pull him up. It's almost as if the winds are resisting your very effort. I believe for you that's a strong teamwork, isn't it? Because you're a team player? Or that's your special ability, teamwork. It says an 8 or better on the teamwork move is strong help, or what does it say?
1 moment.
Okay. Okay, while we're waiting for that, the other group will pop up. And we'll take shots at Gambaru. Gambaru, how do you defend yourself against a buffet of arrows?
Good question. Well, there's a bridge over here and a lot of wood. Maybe I could go ahead and take cover behind it.
Okay,
because I assume I can't use Bushido to attack them in retaliation here.
Chopping the arrow. I should. One of them's going to shoot you, and one of them's going to shoot Kiyama. It's a weak attack. You could try to make a strong attack to cut the arrows out of the air, or you could just try to use initiative to dodge.
Yeah, I think I have better chance of using initiative here.
Okay, make a roll.
All right, so +2.
You'll need a 7 or better.
Ha! There we go.
You dodge like a boss.
Excellent.
Speaking about teamwork, the roles say move 1 of your story points to support, then give a story point to a friend, or assist a friend with
+2?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll throw the rope down and say, here, help yourself up. I'll give Biako a move to climb back up. Biako, you can climb back up. I guess it's either initiative or righteousness, unless you can think of something else.
I'm just wondering, did you give that story point to a friend?
Well, yeah, but you get +2 to climb back up.
No, I'm asking because my magic works off not story points, support points.
No, you can't trade support points.
Oh no, I thought that's what her move was, that she could give a support point to a friend.
No, her move is she can give story points away, not support points.
Oh, okay, sorry. It doesn't matter. All my rolls are flat 0 anyway.
Okay.
But they're unpredictable!
It's only a 5, huh?
It's only a 5.
The good news is you don't plummet to your death. So Suzume is leaning back. Okay, Koyama is going to come by, sees Suzume like struggling to lift up Biako, and Koyama is going to grab the other end of the rope. And the two of them are going to pull you up. And then Koyama is shot by an arrow. Thunk! Ah! And she falls to it, and she takes a knee.
She used to be an adventurer.
Yes. Ganbaru starts running across the bridge. I'm going to move Ganbaru over here. Ganbaru, when you start running across the bridge, on the other side of the bridge, running towards you is a half dozen men.
Oh no.
They, if Byaku was here, you could tell Byaku was here. So they look a lot like the guys we saw earlier. Ganbaru, I assume you're carrying the sword, right?
Yes, I am.
Listen, samurai, it's not worth it. Give us all your loot, and you don't have to die today. Don't be a hero.
Die as if I feared death. I will defeat every single one of you, or my name is Ganbaru the Unyielding.
Ganbaru, a group of angry people just challenged you. Make a righteousness roll, or unless you want to negotiate.
I am not negotiating, unfortunately.
All right.
Hey, it's an 8.
Let's see. Well, we outnumber you. So I'll give you a choice. Yeah. So all right. Yeah, you actually need a strong success to defeat a mob like us, and you only have a weak success. So I got to think of a hard bargain. So I would suggest either give us the loot that we asked for, or I'm going to go ahead and impair your righteousness because you're afraid of us.
I will not surrender the loot.
All right. So your righteousness is tested.
Oh no. This could actually be bad.
All right. So you swallow nervously, but make it cover it up. All right. That was the thugs threatening you. Okay. And the bad guys up here have to reload. Okay, so that is return of good guys. Ganbaru is made halfway across the bridge, and the three of you over here. Koyama's been shot. She appears to be in great pain, incapacitated. What does Team Cliff do?
Considering that Byaku is back on the solid ground, at least the horizontal ground, I am going to shout out to Ganbaru, don't give up, and that's...
All right, make a roll.
This is negotiation, right?
Or you can use teamwork. Teamwork's actually better for you.
Oh, right.
Yep. That's still good enough for a +1, because I believe the minimum result you can actually get is give a friend a +1. Ganbaru, Suzumi told you not to give up. You get +1 forward in your next roll.
I absolutely shouldn't then, in which case I'm going to go ahead and use my attack move. I have Naginata, and I am approaching the huge group.
We're not afraid of you!
And let us test ourselves.
You've chosen poorly today.
A single weak hit.
Glurk! Ah! Alright. Ah! You'll kill one of them in a weak way, so he just falls on the bridge. He doesn't go over.
Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot to actually add in the +1.
Alright.
Wait, no, that is the +1. Never mind. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah. So, what are you waiting for? Get up! And you, slash.
Body tumbles off the side of the bridge.
Nope, it was a weak hit, so he just falls. Yeah, strong hit, you could knock him off the bridge.
All right.
It's just weak. All right, that leaves Byaku and Kazumi.
All right, I assume there's no cover position between these guys here and these guys here.
You could. The bridge itself is a support bridge with it has to have railing on it, so you could run back to the bridge and hide behind one of the posts.
All right. Well, I do want to try my shuriken.
Yeah, I think if you roll a strong success with the shuriken, you're allowed to throw and then hide.
Yes.
All right. All right. So, do you want the group or do you want one of these single guys?
one of these single guys.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit. If you can roll a